Yo, we live, right? Okay, party people in the place to be. What's good? It's your number one chief rocker behind the scenes. Sorry I don't have the camera on, man. Just finishing up some stuff. Got stuff everywhere, but I do have the grand poobah of all things Knicks related. Coach Malpica backstage, the big Paisan, and also I have the uh, owner, creator, producer, director, um, heir to the throne of all things Knicks. Free.
Yes, sir.
What up, 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 what up? Party people in the place to
Salute.
be. We rocking, we rocking, we rocking. I hope everyone's
Let's
healthy. I hope you're
go.
staying warm. It's cold outside. Let's go. But
Yeah,
we
man.
outside still.
Yo,
What
go
is it? It's
ahead and bust
intellect.
your shot. Go ahead and bust your shot before we get started, bro.
Who you
Free
Go
who
ahead,
you
Keith.
aimed
Keith.
at?
Free Keith.
It's you.
Look, I think we're in a decent place right now. But for our championship expectations, we need to be in a great space. And I don't know if we're there yet. I don't even want to I'm not gonna bitch and moan. I'm not bitching and moaning this fine Thursday evening. I'm gonna be nice. Y'all, this is some of y'all don't like the yelling. So I'm gonna try to keep it tame today. But like I tell you what, there's some issues, there's some things we need to talk about. We need to I'd like to have some discussion. It's it, it's no longer I'm it's no longer early in the season, but it's early in his tenure. But we need to talk about Coach Brown. We need to talk about where the team is at, where the team is at, like uh 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 in 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 the team life cycle phase, and how he's affecting that, or if he's the best person for the phase that we're in. Um, but yeah, man, I'm ready to go. I'm encouraged. And there might be some talk about that Giannis trade. That Giannis, that the speculation of the Giannis trade. What are your thoughts, Coach?
Well, up to this point, obviously, before game one, us as a fan base, with some of the pickups we've had, the coaching change, the second year that the guys that were here last year playing together, we came into this with certain expectations. Obviously, they're higher than last year. So, with that being said, there has been it's been a roller coaster of ups and downs as far as the expectations part. But I think they have shown many glimpses on why we should be in the finals. But then they reminded us a few times how we can get let down in the second round or in the conference finals. Like we see what could happen if when we have the bad moments that this team can have at times, if we don't fix those, like we can't be a championship team. But we're probably one of only 4 or 5 teams in the league that could probably say that that if we play our game, we can win. We can win it all. If we play. When was the last time a Knicks team really could say, "Hey, if we play a solid game, we can beat anybody"? I mean, we've had rosters where we can never say that. We used to have to play over our head to beat some teams.
Fact.
So we actually have, and right now, I don't think it's been talked about enough. I mean, obviously, we weren't expecting Shamit to have as much of an impact as he had this year. Which he's obviously a fixture in our rotation now. So we're a team that has been missing 2 rotation players now for about 8 games, I think. I got to look at the exact number, how long it's been for both of them. But I'm not saying we need to temper our expectations because it's everyone in the league's got a guy or two missing here and there. So we have to roll with what we got. And the championship teams are the ones that find ways to win games with the next man up. You know, that's what makes a championship roster when we expect like we're not going to win or lose games because of Brunson and Cat. We're going to always they're going to always be right around where they're supposed to be. It's them extra guys, the Bridges, the OGs, the Shamits, the McHales, the Mitches, the Josh Harts, the Clarksons. Those are the guys that are going to help, that are going to be making us championship level team. They have to play at a certain level above and beyond because we can't expect more from Cat and Brunson. We can beg for more all we want, but they're human. They're going to be off a game or two, like Brunson's game against Boston, unfortunately. But Bridges stepped up. And Cat did a little bit of his thing. I mean, he took half the game to get going, unfortunately. But unfortunately, Clarkson laid an egg in that game. Deuce laid an egg. Mitch didn't really do nothing. Like, Hart was okay in that game, but we can't have more than, like, great teams can get away with 1 or 2 guys having an off game. But we can't get away with 2, 3, 4 guys being off. We just can't. Because we're not comfortable and dominant enough yet defensively to get away with these long lulls on offense. Like, our defense is good enough to win basketball games, but not win when we can't even shoot our average. When we're shooting at our average, we beat everybody. When we're shooting above our average, we beat the brakes off everybody. When we shoot below our average, we need to step up on D a little more. And that's where we're inconsistent. We've been really good lately on defense. I'm not complaining. Like, if you look at points per game, we're actually 5th or 6th in the league in giving up points per game. I mean, we can't complain about that. I mean, I know it looks like when we watch these games, we watch all these threes go up. But a lot of the teams we're playing, we're daring them to beat us with the 3. You know, because I think we're defending the paint better. So that I think, like I said, at this moment, if we're going to give grades up to the 20 game mark, I'd say we're about a B plus right now. So we let a couple get away, but I think if we had OG and Shamit, we obviously would have probably only about 3 or 4 losses. But I'm okay with what we're at right now.
Yes, sir. I agree with you on that, but at the same time, we still got question marks. My main question mark is, like you said, where outside of our stars, where are we gonna see the growth and the potential? We've seen it in Tyler Kohler because I remember after 22 games, about 4 or 5 games, I've heard plenty of people say, "Oh, this guy, we got to trade him. Let's trade Kohler. Let's trade Kohler." Now, after last night and previous games, we see that he actually developed correctly. My question is, which is why I agree with you with the B plus, is if we can see the growth when we have a heavy guard rotation and Tyler Kolek can be, well, what about the other positions? Packham, Ariel, even you said it, coach. You like get him out of here. But when he was in
I
Tibbs'
appreciate y'all
system,
being classy, bro. Cowboy Bob, I appreciate y'all being classy. Yo, Gi, you know you my brother, bro. And I ain't gonna talk trash about Coach. Coach, y'all know Coach is my dog. Cowboy Bob, is my hero with the info, right? I don't know what the fuck we talking about, bro.
We gotta bring it.
Bro,
Yeah, we gotta bring it.
is soft. These cats
All
is
right.
soft and they act like they been somewhere, bro. The Eastern Conference Finals is nothing, bro. We ain't won a championship in 50 years. And these dudes is out here playing like they accomplished something in the Eastern Conference. Who cares?
You
Who
know what?
cares, bro?
We all
Uncle
care.
Rocky throwing rocks and
all care.
I went to
shoes.
the Eastern Conference Finals. Whoop-de-doo. Y'all out here like the new coach out here talking all suave and shit. He in the press conference, he's smooth, saying he's nice with the media and complimentary and all this. I'm listening to the players.
Intentionally being the opposite of Tibbs. Intentionally saying, here's why.
He's not the opposite. That was the point I was trying to make. It's the same
then
shit,
my
but it
thing is,
switched from. Now,
Cowboy
go
Bob,
ahead.
I feel you, right? Because what you were
Go
saying
ahead.
is eloquent, and I read part of what Cowboy Bob said before he got here, right? So it's not fair, but I did see some of what Cowboy Bob was saying. But who cares, bro? Who cares?
We do,
Yeah.
because
Y'all out
this
here
is our
giving up a
team.
lead. Y'all giving up a lead to the dead. The Celtics were dead the other night, and they were like, "Yo, we just gonna go on a low. We're just gonna try one more time to see if we can get back in the game." And as usual, in every Knicks game this season, we play with our food. We out here
Yes, we
cat
do.
and mouse,
Yeah.
right? We out here cat and mouse, bro. Legit. We
Yep.
have more talent than any team in the league. We get on the floor and show it, and then we back up and be like, "Now, what y'all get y'all turn?" You saw it the other night against Charlotte. We should have beat Charlotte by 47.
Yep.
And we gonna let
And twice they came
ball
back.
get hot from 30 feet.
And they came
30
back twice.
Bro, this dude is not taking a three inside 30 feet, and we let them. Yo,
And
what
they
is we
came
doing
back
out here, bro?
twice. No, I agree with you. This is what I was going to get into. We let them come back after having two 20-point
That's
leads,
every
and we didn't
game, though,
score.
Cowboy
That's
Bob.
every. No, I'm agreeing with you, but this is Charlotte we're talking about. We
This is
should have
every
dominated them.
game.
And that's what I was going to
And
get
Mike
into
Brown
because.
just sitting there on the bench. I call them the ball head crew, bro. It's like four ball head coaches in a row sitting side by side. They just looking at each other like, "Hey, man, the
Doing
garden
nothing.
smells beautiful tonight."
Yeah.
Who cares, bro, about bro, you can be 10-1 at the Garden, but you can't
you know
be
what?
1-6 on the road.
They're 11 and
And you,
1.
and you know what's
11 and
funny?
one.
11-1, coach. Yeah, you're right.
You want to know what's funny? You want to know what's funny? Last year, we were the team that came back from being down by 20. We were the guys that fought from being down. Now we don't even do it like you just said. We just, you guys can play. Where's the heart? Where's the desire? Where's the passion? Where's the anger and the hunger? That's what I was going to get into. But the whole DJ just scratched the record and went right to the main song. You didn't even let the intro play.
I'm from New
Y'all,
Jersey,
y'all
bro.
a bunch of chicken littles, bro. Y'all chicken littles to me.
No.
The
Bro,
sky,
I'm
y'all
no,
act
hold
like
on,
the
hold on.
sky is falling.
Hold on.
What
I'm not
games
saying
are
the
you
sky's
watching?
falling. Hold
Nah,
on.
the
I'm not
sky's
saying
not
the sky's
falling,
falling. I'm
but they cooking right
evaluating this
now.
team.
They
I'm
cooking.
evaluating this team 22
They
games
cooking
in,
because they act
and
like
I'm
they mad
basing
because
off
they
of
ain't
what I see.
undefeated.
Nah,
Come on.
No, I'm
nah,
not saying we're undefeated. I said it to you too, coach. I said we should have won 2 more games. We
Of
should
course, I
technically
just said
be.
that too. I
No,
just
no,
said it with less anger, like so it makes me soft. I don't think
no, it
so.
doesn't
nah,
make you soft. I agree
bro.
with you. A lot of the things you say,
I
I
said
agree
the
with
same
you.
exact thing. We should only have 3 losses, 3 or 4
Are y'all
losses.
afraid to say we peaked? Are y'all afraid to say we peaked? Are y'all
No, we're
afraid
I'm
to
not.
not
say we
afraid. I
played
don't
our
think it.
best basketball? Are y'all
But see,
afraid to
y'all
say we played our best basketball last uh, May, June, and this year is just more of the same? Are you afraid to say this is the highest level this team can achieve? Is this the best
no.
I'm not
basketball?
afraid to say I'm intelligent. I'm intelligently saying that we
No.
haven't peaked because
Exactly.
this
Thank you.
team could be better, way
And
better.
we would be consistent when we peak. See, that's the thing. When you're at your peak, you're consistent. You don't show inconsistencies. And back to your point, coach, like you were saying about the mid-level players, I agree with you. We need Clarkson to be way more consistent because remember, you and I both at the beginning of the season was like, 7 games in, like, yo, we don't think Clarkson can do it. Then he showed us something. Same thing with Shamit. Shamit goes down. The only one that has stepped up, even when OG went down, the only one that has stepped up is Clarkson. I mean, Kolek, excuse me. It's Kolek. Kolek to me is the only one that has stepped up. Josh Hart still does Josh Hart things. Mitchell Robinson ain't playing as much. We haven't hit our peak because we haven't had our whole squad play together for longer than a 5 game stint.
Nah,
That's why
that's
I
not an
tell y'all,
excuse.
we no no
That's
no,
not an
we
that's
are
not an
legit.
excuse.
No, I'm saying this is a legit team that should be better than what our record shows.
But what kind of
Because
fire are y'all talking about? What do you want to just clothesline somebody? Like what do you want them to
Coach,
do?
nah, come on,
mm-mm.
coach. Nah, come on,
I
man.
know what you
You
mean though,
you've
but it's
seen
like
enough basketball games. You've
yeah.
seen enough
Let me
basketball games
okay.
to know what we talking about. And I ain't even say nothing
OG.
because y'all was
Look,
really y'all was spitting all the points that I wanted. Yo, y'all was cooking. Let me say something real quick. I know cats think that I'm, oh, you're a cat hater, this, that, and the other, whatever. Fine, I'll wear that. But if you can tell me that you've been watching this team even over just the last 5 seasons, and you're telling me that this team with so much better talent got more fight than the team that had Randall, as iHeart, and right after right after OG got traded, you're a liar. That team
hold up.
had
You
way
could even
more.
go to
That
last year. You could even
that
talk
team
about
had
last
way
year.
more fight. I don't see them. Everyone hates Tibbs. We got rid of Tibbs. Cool, this, that, and the other. I don't see these cats. I don't see these cats giving everything on the floor like they did during the Tibbs years.
I'll say this because, to be honest with you, I'll say last year because before when we got OG, we didn't even have Bridges, so we didn't even know how the defensive tandem would work, and we just got Bridges. Had like I'll say last year because last year showed way more of a fight. Like I just told you, we were always down 20. We won like 7 games like that. Remember? How many times were we watching games and we were like, damn, man, we down about 25, and then all of a sudden, oh, that's what made us believe we're a championship team. To me, this is the same team, but with a better bench as far as adding Clarkson, as far as how we are. But we're not playing that way. So to me, I agree with Freezy. I agree with Coach. This team should be way better than how they're performing. And you're gonna lose
but we
games
are performing
regardless.
better than we were last year at this point. That's the point.
No. I'm saying we could be
Look at our
better.
record last year at this time. It
Now,
wasn't this.
see, you
Yeah,
can't
but
just
we
use.
put
You can't just say record as a all encompassing. You got to dig deeper into the details of that. Like, who are we beating? Who are we beating and who are we losing to? How are we winning? Our team, we have a front runner team right now. If our shots ain't falling, we're losing the game. That's
Well,
not
that's a
how
lot
it
of teams
was.
lose like that.
Nah, but that's not how we were before.
Look,
That's not how we were
the
before.
only team in the league that hasn't had a letdown is
That's not
OKC. Every other team in the
okay.
league has bad losses. Every team.
That's great, but we were there before, is what
All
I'm
right.
saying. We had a team that if the shots was off, they'll lock in on defense and they'll hold it down and they will still make it a battle. That's what I'm talking about. This guy, they look soft, and it comes up against those teams that are more physical now. We was the physical team. We're not anymore.
When
Don't nobody
when
see
was the
nobody
Thibodeau
see
Knicks
that,
team fifth in the league in points allowed?
bro? Because we're beating bad teams. This is a light schedule, bro.
Come on, bro.
We played the Nets twice. We played Charlotte twice,
So
bro.
did Detroit. So did Boston. So did
We're
everybody.
beating easy teams, and the
hold up,
teams that
hold up,
were
hold up. We played the first 2 games. Who do we play?
the
Boston
first
and the
the first
Cavs.
two
The
games,
first 2 games. Did we not
and the
also
Cavs
play
is
the Bucks
and the
twice?
Cavs is
Did
getting
we
beat
not
by
also play
everybody.
Magic? Did we
The
not
Cavs
also
is
play
getting
the
beat by
Saying
Miami?
everyone's getting beat by
the
everybody,
the
except
Cavs is getting
OKC.
beat
Exactly.
up and down the league. The Cavs is getting beat. So what are you talking about? So is Boston. These
You
are not
said,
even the same. They are not the same level teams from last season,
Oh,
bro.
I agree
but
We,
with
you
that.
just said, who have
they're
we played? I
not.
just gave you
We
teams that
haven't.
we
Those aren't
played
good.
and beaten
Those aren't teams
and
at our
lost to.
level. Those aren't teams that are supposed to be at our level. They're
We're
not.
beating ourselves. Period.
We're not. Come on, tell the truth. It's okay.
Nah,
You can still be a Knicks fan. Tell the
nah.
truth.
The truth is, the only one beating us is ourselves.
Thank you. That's what I
Exactly.
was gonna say.
Yeah, we're beating ourselves because we not. I don't know what
There's no
the
enemy,
switch.
so we are creating one. This is what I feel like. We're
The enemy is the
creating
coach.
problems within
The
something
en-
for
Oh, it
nothing.
ain't the coach,
How is
bro.
it the
the
coach when we
enemy is the
just got a
coach.
coach now? How do you
Yeah,
wait?
you
Hold
know
on.
why? Because he's too nice. He's luxury Fizdale.
But
Bro,
that's
you
the
watch
reason why
that
you
coach.
got rid of Tibbs. You got rid
Yo,
of
I
Tibbs
didn't.
because he was too
Hey, hey,
every
quiet.
time
whoa,
I,
He didn't
hey,
do
G,
the
every
right
time
things.
I hear
whoa.
that, it make me laugh. He call
You
that man
talking to
luxury
the
Fizdale. Every time I think
Hold on.
about that, I be thinking about
you
Fizdale with a
talking to
mink
the
coat on.
wrong dude. I didn't want to get rid of Tibbs.
Mike Brown is
And,
Fizdale with a mink coat with a
wow.
alpaca on.
And not that I minded, and not Fizdale, Minko Fizdale.
Mhm.
And not that I mind that we got rid of Tibbs, but when we were doing it, I said it. I was like, yo, they
I
didn't
said give
have
him
a
one more year.
plan. They didn't have a plan coming into getting rid of Tibbs. And they didn't.
I
Brown
already
could not have been the coach they want. They had targeted for months. He's not the guy for this level. He's too nice a guy. You can tell it. He does not have these dudes putting it all out on the court for him. He doesn't have that. You have to
honestly.
see it. You
I don't know.
have to
The
see it.
players seem pretty happy with him.
Yeah, they
Yes.
do.
Yeah, they're happy. Yeah, you're right. They're happy. You
But
are
these are grown men.
110.
These ain't kids to be
Exactly.
put under your thumb and
Exactly.
made to do
Nah, it has
stuff.
nothing to do
Or
with putting
force
under
them
your
to
thumb.
have
If
a
you got to
passion. You
motivate a
can't pin
grown
it on that.
man to
Exactly.
try
Thank
hard
you.
as a coach,
That's the point
then
of the
they
They
shouldn't
coach,
get
be on
paid
though.
for
the
that.
court. Period.
That is
That's
the
what they
point
get
of
paid
the
for.
coach. Then they shouldn't have
Hold
coaches
up.
then. So then
Hold
so
up.
then
Hold up.
so
Hold up.
none of these teams of grown men should have coaches. Why are there
Mm-mm.
coaches all
We're
throughout
not saying
sports?
that.
No,
We're not
the
saying that.
coach is an
So
extension
what's
of
their
who's on
point?
on the court. He
You
just
are
helps
Thank you.
manage
100%
it.
right.
That's it.
You're,
He
you're
manages the
making my
team.
point.
He shouldn't
You're
have to be the
making
No,
my
no,
one to
no,
point.
no, no.
motivate them to try hard.
Bro,
Exactly. You
Y'all are
should
putting it on
hold
the
on. Hold on.
coach,
Hold
and
on.
it had nothing to do with the coach.
Hold on. Who motivates Brunson? Brunson
what are you
motivates
talking?
Brunson.
I don't
Brunson
see Brunson
motivates
as
Brunson.
I don't see Brunson as the problem though.
No, no, no. You're not listening to me. You said that they don't play with passion. They soft because of their coach. They too relaxed, and we don't need coaches to motivate them.
I
That's
didn't
what
see
I'm
Phil
saying.
Jackson
I'm
getting in
saying
anyone's ass.
exactly. He didn't do that neither, but he knew how
What
to
are you
talk
talking?
to them and how to develop them. Look at
Popovich.
Brunson.
Bro,
Exactly.
Phil
Thank you.
Jackson
See?
had Kobe and
Popovich
Michael
don't get
Jordan. What are you talking about?
Popovich don't get in nobody's ass. Are you?
Not
Phil
like you
Jackson
like
No,
was
not
Scottie
like you.
Pippen and
Nah,
Shaq.
nah.
Come on,
not
man.
like you asking
Exactly.
for.
No, what do
Exactly.
you
You
mean?
want
What am
to
I asking for? I need
you
a
want him
man
to
that
be like
motivates.
You
We
want a
who's
need a
that dude
tyrant.
man.
that did Tex?
No, not a
Texas Tech.
tyrant.
What's
We
his
need a
name?
man that
Coach that choked out
motivates.
his players.
We
Coach
need a
Knight. You want
man
to Coach
that
Knight.
you need a leader that can motivate men. What are you
But
talking about?
some men, hey, look, you look at Keith. They're not coaching me and you, bro. They're
Mm-hmm.
coaching the new generation. These kids today are motivated differently now.
Yes.
It's just the way it
Then
is. Like
then you don't
Exactly.
want to.
some
Then
of
if
them
that's
need
what
to be
you're.
motivated by patting them on the butt and be like, "You're good. We're
So how
good."
does
You
Yeah.
know.
Udaka get what he gets out his players?
Because they have a certain way of playing for their coach.
How
Because
many
he's
They
a
have their
championships
man
has he
players.
and they
won?
respect him.
He ain't
And
won
they
yet.
respect. And so did the Knicks. The Knicks respect
He would have had
Brown.
a
What are
he
you
would have
talking
had a
about?
chip. He would have had a chip with Boston. He would have had a chip with Boston had he been able to control himself and keep his man in his pants.
Nah, it's not even that.
Look, I,
Because that's
I don't
off the
agree
court.
with coddling nobody. I hate that you have to do
Exactly.
that.
But that's what's going
Exactly.
on,
But
bro.
but I want
But you
That's
what you
what's
gotta
want
going
too.
understand.
Like
on.
me personally as a coach, I coach tough like that. But it doesn't work
There's
with some of
coddling.
these guys.
Yeah, because
There's
they don't
coddling
understand
going
being yelled
on.
at.
It's not
You
about
gotta understand
yelling,
something.
bro. It's
Yo, when
yo.
someone's
Have y'all been
pushing you and
coached? Have
hold on,
y'all
let
been
me tell you
coached? Have
something.
y'all been on
Yes,
a
yes,
team
and I'm
and
gonna
been
tell you the
coached?
point. Let me tell you this point real quick. If someone is trying to push
I've
you,
been talked down to and
no,
abused by coaches too, though.
yeah. If
Okay,
someone's
that's
trying
a
to
bad
push you
coach
to a
too.
level, hold on. If someone's trying to push you to a level you yourself don't see, you will never be able to surpass said level. because you don't see it in yourself. That's what we're talking about. We're talking about these guys are grown ass men. They get paid a shit ton of money. They are great at their fucking jobs, and they should be going out there every night, just like with the Jordan mentality and Kobe mentality. I'm playing every single night because these guys are paying $2,000 to sit up in a nosebleed. That's what we're talking about. If that don't motivate you, hearing the crowd roar and all of that, then nothing the coach is
No
gonna
one
do is
gonna
gonna make you
do it.
play better.
Right.
Y'all
Exactly.
Well,
making
we're
so
motivated
many
at home. It's on the
excuses.
road. What about on the road is our problem.
On the
Yo,
road, we
dog, like
gotta learn.
they
That's what this
comfortable.
is a new
They are
this is a new
comfortable, bro.
system. It's a new system.
It's a new
They
system
should
that
be
only works at
hold on.
home. It's a new
Hold on.
system that only works at home.
You just
Come
pointed out a
on.
point. I'm about to
They
say
w-
something right
they
now.
they winning at home.
I
They
just think
winning
it's a
at home.
You
coincidence.
Can't
just
win on
brought
the
up a
league.
point.
They can't
You
win
just
on the
brought up a
road.
point.
So the
You
system can only work at home, is what you saying. Okay.
let me bring it back. Let me bring it back to the point that you just said about us. When we played hard, the guys were getting hurt more, and guys weren't playing as good. They were playing more angry. Now that they are relaxed, first of all, it's the start of the season. We
They
have
weren't.
82 games to worry about, plus playoffs and whatever else stupid games they're gonna play. We have multiple things to work out. The fact that they're relaxed now is okay because when it comes mid-season, we need to start seeing the step up. Right now, it's only 22
I
games
don't
in.
think they
You
look
can't
relaxed to
How
me.
you
exactly.
how,
We need to.
how you
But he's saying,
relaxing?
and I'm
Is
saying, how is that a
OKC
bad thing?
relaxing? Is OKC
Yes,
relaxing? They're
yes.
not
OKC plays
relaxing.
well as a team. They've been playing together for a year, and they played really well together with
Gangster.
Alex Caruso,
All
We
I'm
have
saying
defense.
is
two. We've been playing together for years,
Exactly.
the same starting five.
So y'all are
thank
A
you.
expecting to
new
be the
coach.
Thank
best in the
you.
No, it ain't
league
the
who only
same
Thank
lost
starting
you.
one game?
five. We ain't have the same starting five for more
Thank
than three
you.
games because one of our supposed starters takes every other game off.
Mitch
He's
That,
in
didn't
the
that,
start
grind.
last
wait,
year.
what are you talking?
But then we don't have the
Mitch,
same
Mitch,
starters.
It's the
Mitch didn't
same
Exactly.
start
four.
last
Our
year. So
fifth
what are you
guy is
talking
just
about?
a
Well, then
rebounder.
we don't have the same starters. Well, then what are you talking
It's
about?
the same four guys.
We
Yeah,
The
literally
only
have the
four
four
same
guys.
guys
starters.
that
We
matter.
we literally have the same
Actually, you're
starters
wrong
right now.
because OG's hurt. Nope, OG's hurt.
OG's been out too.
Yeah.
You
And so
forget
has
about that.
Brunson. And don't forget,
A
Brunson went out
fringe
for
all
three
star. We're
games.
just forgetting that he's out, right?
Yep.
What the hell
It's
we talk
not.
about here?
This would be a totally different conversation. The same exact win loss record. The same exact win loss record. This would be a different conversation if the if those wins and losses were different. If like if we were winning
That's what
half
me
the
and Coach
games on
just
the
said.
road and half the games at home, this would be a totally different.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's what
we
I
on the
said.
right path.
It's just a
But
That's
we
what the
not.
coach and
coincidence.
I just
We
said.
can
Yeah.
only win at home where we comfortable. We can only
That's
win at
just the way
home
it's
where we're
working out.
comfortable.
I don't think it
Yeah,
has to do with
That's
exactly.
anything, bro.
We don't have
okay.
yeah,
I don't think
exactly.
it's only
You
because
gotta
That
we
understand.
were home we won and played better.
I particularly think
Hmm.
that it's a product of the coaching and the fact that he cannot get these guys to actually do what he needs them to
What
do
but what
in every situation. He can't.
what I
He
don't
doesn't.
understand what hold on. What I don't understand is what you're expecting them to do after 22 games to know a system just as good as they know a Tibbs system after 5 years, even though
They
Tibbs is
know it.
making adjustments
They
and
know it.
difference. But wait,
They
hold
know it
on.
well
So
enough at
you're
home.
expecting no, 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 no.
You're
You're
comparing
expecting that.
Knicks year 5 to Mike
Yeah.
Brown game 20. Like
20. Thank you.
you
Thank
can't
you.
compare the
Thank
two
you.
yet.
Thank
They
you.
know
Thank
the
you.
system
Nah,
well.
that's not what I'm
They know
doing.
the
I'm not saying
system
you're
well
doing
No,
that.
enough
not
at
you. He
No,
home.
what
is.
I'm saying
What is your
is
excuse
these
there?
dudes legit. It's
There's
kind of
nothing
like when
wrong to
let me
be an
ask you guys. You guys
excuse
remember the first time
for
you
anything.
sipped champagne, bro? Remember the first time you hung out at the golf course at the country club? Like you had the golf course, right? And you sip the
I'm mad
champagne
because we're not
and you notice
undefeated.
that the sandwiches taste different. And I'm like, yo, when I was at this ain't nothing like the bodega, bro. This is what I
Mm-hmm.
think the Knicks are going through. They are going through what we call a reckoning. They've been somewhere before that the franchise hasn't been in forever, and people keep reminding them of their greatness. Yo, they
Yep.
like, yo, they made the Eastern Conference Finals, son, and they hear that everywhere they go every day, right? And now they playing like a team that feel like they're accomplished, bro. Shit, we made the Eastern Conference Finals. We ain't got to do nothing else. Bro, no, y'all got to do some other stuff. The Eastern Conference Finals is nothing. Y'all got to the ECF and didn't win. Y'all lost.
Yep.
Y'all lost. And we out here with these brand new Kobe's showcasing and Josh Hart taking damn 16 shots a game and all it. What are we doing, bro?
Nah, Josh Hart's doing his thing. I'm not mad at him. He's doing what he got to do.
Yo, and then,
There's certain cats that's stepping up. That's like Mikal. Mikal looked like he's taking this season very serious and personal. You know what I'm saying? So I personally think that he feels like he was responsible, like he was the responsible party that got Tibbs fired. So he has to make this season work. He has to make this season work. And he's playing like it.
Yeah. No,
and he's playing like it. Yelling at other cats. That's the stuff that I'm talking about. That's the stuff that I'm talking about. Like, I'm not.
Yeah,
and that's coming from him.
But
that's
Mike,
not even coming.
Then why don't you give
coach.
credit to Mike Brown for that then?
Because it's not coming from him.
Oh, okay. The first thing I said in training camp, what I noticed in training camp, all the training camp videos, how Mike Brown and Mikal Bridges looked like they were like brothers, bro. The way they was talking to each other, the way that's how you relate to Mikal Bridges. That's why Mikal Bridges is being unlocked right now under Mike Brown. Because Mike Brown's style is speaking to what motivates Mikal Bridges. It doesn't make his style soft. His style works for Mikal.
Mikal is one of the reasons why he's here.
Jalen's going to be Jalen no matter what because Daddy's there and molded him a certain way. I get that because I got to coach his son situation. I know what Brunson's always going to show up as far as bringing it. You know, no one ever questions Brunson's hardness. Pause. You know,
he's been Brunson. That's why.
Yeah, but
Brunson has been Brunson. It's the same Brunson for the last 4 years.
We got to work on Cat's too inconsistent. Like Cat's one game, he bullies the whole damn team. Because then the next game, he's tiptoeing. Like, what the hell are you doing?
Because this thing was a coach. We told you about this the last time we was all together. He bullies little guys, and once he gets somebody he can't bully, he can't do nothing. That's what's going on. He physically
I don't think it's that. It's because I see him bully guys he shouldn't bully. Like he bullies Gobert.
Who?
I've seen him bully Bam Adebayo every time he's played him.
Bam's a 6'10" power forward.
Come on.
Who do you want him to bully?
All right. So y'all didn't see him bully Rudy Gobert in the Minnesota game?
Gobert?
I mean, come on, dog. We got to get. I'm with y'all on the inconsistent part, but man,
he's just inconsistent with the bully.
Bully Rudy Gobert or blow by him or pull him out on the make Rudy come out in the wing and blow by him. He ain't sit with his back to the basket and bully Rudy Gobert. Come on, Uncle Freeze. He ain't do none of that. He ain't jump over Rudy Gobert. He ran by him when he pulled him out to the perimeter, which is the only offense he has.
Teams that play as physical, he got problems.
Yeah, because the ref don't call a fucking foul.
Now it's
why he has problems.
But you know why?
That's why physical games get under Cat's skin because they don't call fouls. That's the only excuse I'm gonna give him. I'm gonna give him that.
You know why?
Because he's always bitching too much.
He bitches too much, and nobody really respects him for the
he don't finish strong at the hole. He flips the ball. He never goes and finishes strong at the hole. That is the problem.
Yeah, I know. He does rim grazing layups and shit. It drives me crazy. What? Sorry.
And he don't demand.
That got cut off, Freezy. What'd you say?
He needs to be fed, and he doesn't demand the ball.
I think that if we ran the offense through him at the beginning of the game, every game, he'd be more engaged all around. Whether it's coddling to him or not.
He can't wait till the end of the game. That's Brunson's time.
Exactly.
That's Brunson's time. So why is he there? He doesn't demand the ball. And that's another problem I have. He doesn't create. If he can't create his own shot, fine. I don't expect 7 foot, whatever. I don't expect him to create his own shot. but he doesn't demand the ball. I
Yeah,
don't even
there's
see him. I don't even see him getting mad on the sidelines that cats ain't giving him the ball. I don't see him pulling up Brunson or McCall like, yo, blah, blah, y'all see me out there? Give me the. None of that.
yeah, he's definitely
None
not
of that.
selfish. And I actually want him to be a little selfish.
It's beyond selfish because if he's thinking about the team. If you so desperately want wins and you know you can do it, you should be pissed off.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'll give
And
because you know damn well Randall would have said something by now.
damn well, and this is what. And I'm saying I'm the bad guy for pointing that kind of stuff out, and I don't understand
No,
why
I
people
don't think
don't
you're a bad
see
guy for
that.
That's the stuff I agree with. That drives me crazy about Cat.
If
But
you need the ball,
but what
let them know you need the ball.
when I give solutions, what I feel because look, at this point we're stuck with him. Okay, unless there's a trade or whatever.
He's here. He's
So
here.
now that we know he's here, I'm about instead of bitching about him the whole time, I'm gonna whether it should be done or it's against our personal values as men and coaches, whatever we got to do. If Cat needs to wear a pink sock to score 30 and get 18 rebounds every game, then I'll let him wear a pink sock at this point. You know what I'm saying? Like, but if we need to run the offense through him in the first quarter to get his mind right, where he has more energy on defense, he's not gonna shy away from whatever. Then let's give him the ball at the beginning of the game, and because he can pass, he can do all these things, and we're gonna get him engaged before he gets in foul trouble, before he gets people get in his head, or whatever the hell happens to him. But that's what we got to do.
He needs to be more expressive about that, though. That's what I'm saying.
I do. I agree.
Like it's like that's what when I call him soft, those are the things that I'm talking about. Like you know what your needs are. You know what your needs are. You should be super frustrated that you're not getting them.
Hold on. I apologize, but to me, Cat is doing exactly what I think he should be doing. I think he's doing the best he can because here's the thing. He was pretty much complaining in the first like 15 games about every single foul call that was coming. It got to a point where we were just like the refs ain't even listening to him. He's calling fouls. Then last game against Charlotte, I had seen him just lock in and play. That's the
He
Cat I
played good
want to
against
see.
Charlotte. He played good
No,
against
no, 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 no.
Charlotte.
It's not
He
that.
played
It's
good
did you
against
see
the
how
Nets.
he was
He
passing? Did you see how he was passing the bridges on the cut? You see how he set up Josh Hart? You see how he was getting everyone involved, getting everyone
he
doing
opens
everything,
up.
and he
He
wasn't even calling the fouls. He didn't get a foul till the third quarter. His first foul was in the third quarter, which was some BS. So for me,
yo,
Cat's doing what he needs to do. So let's not focus on Cat and Brunson
This
even
being
sound
Coach
is
good.
Brown.
horrible,
What I'm
bro.
talking
This
about
sound
is
is horrible, Bob. It's
Bobby, you got
horrible.
to leave and come back. It sounds like there's a
That
demon
sounds
with you, bro.
horrible.
oh,
Sounds horrible.
Even Coach Brown in the post
Got a
game
demon
presser
duet.
mentioned about Cat need to stop bitching to the refs every play.
I agree. I agree. At this point, even though I agree with him a lot of the times, he's got to stop because it's happening every play. Every play.
And every play. And to me, if you see that, if you're for real a great, you see that and you adjust. Like, all right, I guess I got to get my man on. He doesn't get his man on. He only
He
overpowers
gets his
those
man
people
off.
that
You're saying?
pause,
Oh, oh,
pause,
hey, yo,
pause, pause.
whoa, hey,
That's why he only
whoa.
gets off. He only gets off against teams like Charlotte and the Nets and
you know what's crazy? Since I think it was game 5, no, it was the Washington game when he dunked on the young cat that I was playing center on him.
Alex
Ev-
Sarr.
Alex ever since then, Cat has dunked on every single center we played against and
that's a
everyone
lie.
that has came up on
That's a
him.
lie.
Look at the
But
tape. Look at the
He
tape.
ain't
I'm telling
he
you, he
ain't dunk
did.
he
He
ain't dunk
dunked
when he
on
scored.
8
He
out of
ain't dunk
the
when he
10
scored
games we
9
just
points.
played.
He ain't dunk when he scored 9 points versus Giannis or 8 points versus Giannis the game before. He ain't
Yes,
dunk.
he did. Yes, he
You
did.
lying. You
He
lie. He
dunked.
ain't dunk on no center. You lying.
Okay. So you're saying he never dunked
He
on
dunks. He
any
dunks
Buck
on the.
center?
He dunks on the cat smaller than him that he can
Mm,
dominate. That's who he does it on.
But it's okay from when Obi Toppin
Who
was
cares if
doing
he
it, right?
dunks? I want him to
Okay.
just
I get it.
score and be
No,
consistent.
he brought that dumb stuff up. You brought it up.
Nah, I didn't. I'm
Go
agreeing
to the
with it.
tape.
And
Go
no,
to
he
the
dunked
tape.
on about 8 of those 10 games. He dunked on the center. And it was a big time dunk.
Look,
Big time dunk. Yo,
I'm not doubting anything
he
Cat
get the
does
most
offensively.
excuses.
I
He
just
get the
wish he
most
would.
excuses,
Yeah, he gets
yo.
but he gets the most
He
blame
gets the
too on
most
stuff.
fouls. But it's all right, though.
When we
His name
lose,
is-
when we lose, 99% of our fan base goes right to talking shit about Cat or the
Exactly.
coach. They go
Thank
right
you.
to it as soon as we
Thank
lose.
you.
Because everybody wish he was stronger.
But we win. We talk about, Josh Hart's great. I told you. See, I told you, Deuce. Mitch got 6 offensive rebounds. I told you.
Because Josh
And they don't
is
say
going
shit about
like
Cat
this.
getting 40
Josh
or
is going
35.
like this. Kolick is going like this. Shamit is going like this. Macau is going like this. Cat,
I don't know, man. He's figuring it out.
he's figuring it out. You get $53 million this year. What are you talking about?
No, I'm
It's
saying
funny
he's
how
figuring
Cat
out his role
in his
here
first-
because Mitch is new, getting thrown in the mix. He's having to do this hybrid 4-5 thing. His positions change on this team. It has with the new coach.
If his defense was better, it wouldn't be a problem. If his defense was better, we wouldn't even need Mitch.
I think his defense is better than it was last year.
It's just funny that Cat is second.
You keep saying that.
It's
Bro.
funny how Cat is second as a Knick with 12 out of 13 games with a double-double. A record no other Knick has
And you
ever
know
came
what?
close
The
to.
Cat's so soft. How come he ain't
been
missed a
playing
game
really
yet?
Thank you.
He ain't missed a
What you
game
mean?
yet.
It's
What
20
do you mean
games.
what I mean?
That's an accomplishment. It's 20 games. He ain't missed a game. That's an accomplishment now.
What I'm saying is that's one of the things everyone complained about when he got here. Oh, he's injury prone. That's what one of the first things when people don't like a player, they look for every little nitpick thing. Everyone talked about how injury prone he was, but he hasn't been missing games. No one said
Mitch is injury prone. Oh, that's great. Okay, I give him props for actually being here for 20 games. That's excellent.
I'm just saying, hey, that's right.
Mitch is injury prone.
OG's injury prone at this point.
Mitch is injury prone, and he's on a severe minutes restriction. He comes in for 16 minutes and scores and makes 15 rebounds. Come on,
that happened once.
Oh my gosh, bro. He does. When Mitch comes on,
I'm not knocking Mitch for that. Of course, I love when he does that, but we need him every game. We need him every game. Period.
We definitely do, but we need to be able to depend on Cat's superstar performance to be every game.
Mitch's career,
we need that too?
Mitch's career is almost over. It's on his last leg. We knew that.
What I'm saying is, oh my bad.
Mitch's career is almost over. We're getting from Mitch what we're going to get, and no other team is going to get more. He's just about done. So you can sit here and talk about what you need from Mitch. You're not getting it. He's almost over.
I disagree with that, but I'm going to say this. Our dependency on Mitch wouldn't be so much if Cat was better on defense.
Do you even realize why Mitch is special?
That's what I'm saying. Then Bob, you can keep going. Mitch, to me, I don't think he should miss any games. I think, if anything, you only want to play him 18 minutes in this game. Then the next game, I only want him to play 5 or 6 minutes or whatever. But he don't need to be taking games off. If you want to give him less minutes in the next game, then that's fine. Because it's messing with the mojo and the rotation. Like one game, you coach differently when you have Mitch on the court. Like your offense is different.
5 minutes out of 48 minutes does what?
Mitch can get us 4 or 5 extra shots or possessions just from his rebounds in 5-10 minutes.
You.
That could be a whole game right there.
Exactly. And
that's how important Mitch is.
Six rebounds, the offensive rebounds we get back, that's 6 more shots we get. That's what I'm saying. And in those 5 minutes, we've seen him grab 3
Yes.
straight boards and kick out,
Yes.
or miss a shot and then kick out,
Yes.
or he'll reset the offense. Like, you see that.
Look
So
what
his
happened in the
value,
Boston game when we had 5
exactly.
bad minutes.
Mm-hmm.
And you know, and
Exactly.
you
We
know
lost a
what?
20-point lead.
And you
Mm-hmm.
know what? And you know what? What you're pointing out right now, when Mitch comes, for whatever limited minutes, for whatever time he comes on, you know what Mitch is good for. You know what he's good for. You know what he's gonna give you. He may have a bad game, but those are one-offs, yeah, one-off, two-offs, whatever. But you know, generally, if he getting 10 minutes a game, oh, you getting at least 5, 6 offensive rebounds. You know it. You don't know what you getting from Cat
I just
in
told
his
you he's
whole
gonna give you a
36
double.
minutes. Double, unless we playing the Bucks, right?
The
Unless we
one
playing the
game he
Bucks.
had 9 points.
No,
And you know what's
The
crazy,
dude
though?
is
Hold him
game.
accountable.
The
Hold him
two
he's
game.
accountable.
number 2
But
in the
Brunson,
league in
Brunson-
rebounds.
Thank you.
He's the second leading rebounder in the league. What else
Mhm.
you
Yo,
want him to do?
if I score 35 points against one team, and then another team I scored 9 points. Oh, I'm averaging 20 points a game. I'm averaging 25 points a game. Y'all don't get that. Y'all see how those things. See how the points are distributed. Which
Then
team
you can
is
say
in?
that about every high scorer does that. They do better against the worst teams. It happens sometimes.
Mhm.
Dog,
But you
he
acting like
scored
he
eight-
don't ever. He's second in
scored
the
8
league
points.
in double
He
doubles.
scored 8 points
Thank
against
you.
He's
against the
second
Bucks,
to
and then
Nikola
9 points
Jokic
against
in double
the
doubles.
Bucks.
There's only one guy in the league who has more double doubles than Cat. Nikola
Bro.
Jokic, who might be the best player ever eventually. Listen,
Can't make it
what
up.
we're talking about here.
He is not getting the
He
double
does
doubles.
more than one thing good. He's an elite
He is not-
scorer and he's an elite
Mhm.
rebounder. What
Yes.
else does he have to be elite at?
Oh, he's also a good
If you
three-point
ran
shooter
the
as well.
offense through him,
I
he'd be
need-
probably the second
And
most
a
elite
passer.
big man passer in the league.
I need.
Did you ever
if
see
you're
him
gonna
pass?
I need you to always be elite, though. That or close to always, and he's
But
not.
not everyone can do it overnight. It takes time. And he's figuring it out, like Coach said. Let
Bro,
him
he's
figure
had-
it out. It's 22 games in, bro. You acting like this is the same, like you're counting 5 years of Tibbs to 22 games of
22
Brown.
games.
That's not
22
good.
games is a third of the season, bro.
But
It's
still,
a
we still
third
got
of
so
the
much growth.
season.
How many times? Wait, hold on. How many
No,
times
that's
have
a
we had to
fourth.
run on a 20
I'm
game
fourth.
run?
Quarter of the
10
season.
game run.
A quarter of the season.
No. Hold up. How many times have we
Did
run
Brunson
on a
get a
20 game
free pass in the
winning
Boston
streak or a
game?
10-game winning streak?
Yes, because that happens once every 50 games. That's why. I'm not saying Cat can't have a bad game, but you can't count on his. You can't count on his presence. You can't count on his like.
Yeah, but
For him,
Keith, the Cat's not
if he
the
was-
problem. Are you saying the problem the Knicks
We
right now
talking-
is because
we-
of Cat?
We talking about Cat. I didn't say that he was the only problem.
But no,
We
the
talking
general
about Cat right
the
now.
general question though is
I
you're
think-
disappointed
I
in the
honestly-
direction of Brown and where the team's at right now.
I have a problem with. I feel like this all trickles down from Brown. Honestly,
But the thing is, it's just like in college football when they hire a new coach, right? And he inherits a certain amount of like players. Okay. To me, logic tells you give a coach in college football until his first recruiting class becomes seniors. Like all the kids he recruited over the 3 or 4 years, you got to see what his plan was and how they look. Now, if we're having these same questions, game 65, 70 right now, and we're
we got to wait till then. Okay,
no,
got it.
I'm not saying that we have to wait till then, but if we have the same, then hell yeah, I'm saying there's a huge problem. If we're like this at the All-Star break, we have a huge problem. Like that's not what I mean.
I was bitching inside of the first 5 games. People were telling me, okay, it's too early. You got to give him 15 games. Cool. 15 games passed. I'm bitching inside of people telling me like, oh no, it's still early. You got to give him 20, 25 games. Let me know what the break-even point is before we can actually be like, yo, these cats got to get it together.
First of all, I don't think there's a problem. Second of all, I did tell myself I'll give it 25 games. 25 games.
I'm glad we don't have our West Coast run right now because we'd be washed.
Well,
wow. Why?
I think you're watching a different game than me.
Exactly.
You really are.
I'm glad we don't have our West Coast run right now because we would be washed.
How many times has Tom Thibodeau coached Knicks team been 5th in the league in points allowed?
And you can't tell me that we wouldn't because we're 11-1 on the road. If we were on a West Coast run right now, we would be washed.
But how many times have you seen this not go on a run? I don't know, man. But we've won a lot of games.
Those would all be away games. Those would all be away games right now.
So what?
If we was on a West Coast,
it's all going to even out like it always does, bro. It's just it's too small of a sample size. Like it's just a coincidence on the games we played away and who we played. It's just the way it worked out. It probably should be skewed a little bit, like
we should be getting
7-4, and 4.
We should be getting beat by Chicago. We
beat them, and we beat them on the comeback though.
At home, yeah, you're right. We beat them at home. You're right. We went to Chicago and lost.
You're putting too much weight in these early season games, like those. But we don't even know who those teams are yet. Everyone thought Chicago was special because they started off good, and now they're in the shitter.
Yep. So we got beat by a shitty team.
No,
I'm just saying.
We got beat by a shitty team on the road.
We made Toronto this awesome win just because they were on a win streak. How big a deal was the Toronto win? It wasn't. None of these wins matter yet because we don't know what the teams are. At the end of the day, we don't know how good Minnesota was supposed to be good, and we beat them.
We don't even know how Detroit's going to be against us. We don't know.
Cleveland still has higher odds than us in Vegas to be the winners in the East, and we beat them. So
everybody is
and we even beat Boston.
But everyone's beating everybody except for OKC.
Everybody's beating Boston. Everybody's beating the Cavs.
What?
What? Go look at records.
Have won the last few games. Okay.
They won the last few games. Look at the wins and losses, bro.
Okay.
I'm just saying. Those are the numbers. You mad at me?
I'm not going to claim that this is the finished product to complain about at this moment.
We're supposed to be a championship team. We're supposed to be a championship team.
Bro. We don't even know what that is.
We already won that championship, bro.
So when we were the 8th seed in '99, were we supposed to go to the finals? I'm just saying, were we supposed to go to the finals? What were your expectations that year?
That was a lockout year. That's got an asterisk next to it. Listen, if we got a chance to get Giannis and it makes sense, we're going to do it.
No,
and it's just going to show. And I know that's what y'all did. That's why y'all had that whole cat conversation, so y'all would stop from having the Giannis conversation. And my Cowboys are on. How about them Cowboys? So I'm going to roll out. But I'm letting y'all know now, if Giannis has a chance to come into this door and it makes sense, we make the move, because then we will know who we are. We will have a dog, and there'll be no questions. And he won't sit around and wait for Brunson to pound the ball out the floor. My only concern is him getting fouled late in the game and not making his free throws. I love y'all. This was great banter. Go Cowboys.
How about them Cowboys?
Brunson ain't been dribbling the air out of the ball. He's been more efficient with less dribbles, 1. And 2, also, he is so wrong with that right now with Giannis. The best part about having Giannis is when he walks in as a free agent, because here's the thing. We still got to pay Brunson. We still got to pay all these other players before the contract is up. And on top of that, we don't even know what our middle team is going to be. So for the most part, the support that we have that Giannis can use if he walks over here as a free agent is gone. And we would just become the Milwaukee Bucks, because we'll just be Brunson and what Dame could have been with
that's not.
I'm not okay with that.
The money's got to match, Bob. We
I
can,
know, and we're gonna
they
end up
can't
losing
get. We
Cat.
ain't gonna
We're
be
gonna end
giving
up
them
losing
Cat, OG, and
Exactly.
all
And
that.
I don't want to break up
Nah,
OG and Mikal Bridges.
No,
They had one of the highest
It's
defensive
not that
ratings in the
it can't
playoffs.
happen because the money.
because the
They'd
money.
have
It
to.
can't. We got the money. We got Cat. We got
No,
Cat.
see what I'm
So,
talking
Cat
about?
is a big
Everybody
but
chunk of
started
that
Bob,
acting like
money.
we should
what
get
I'm
Giannis.
saying
Cat
is,
is a big chunk of that money.
yeah,
Here
You
we
throw
go.
in Macau. You throw in Macau. You throw in Macau and a
Y'all
few
wilding.
picks.
Y'all
He's
wilding.
no, you don't. What
wilding.
are you throwing in McCown
There's no way
for?
the Bucks gonna take that shit for the
Thank
greatest
Now you.
player
you.
in any franchise history. He
Exactly.
the
Thank you.
greatest player in their
Thank you, Unc.
franchises. That's like trading
Luka.
for Tom Brady from New England, right?
Jabbar and Oscar Robinson.
It's a
You got
slim,
Ross
slim,
Robinson. I mean,
slim.
Oscar Robinson was 40.
It's a slim chance. It's a slim chance.
And
It's a slim
Kareem left when he
chance.
was 25. So it's
It's a
like,
slim
or
chance.
26, I'm sorry.
But if he requests to come to the Knicks, if he requests a trade, and he requests the Knicks, I definitely think it'll get it. Will they will make a
Jalen
look
Brunson.
to
All he's
try to
gonna
work
do
it
is
out
No,
put
with the
more
Knicks.
butts in his
Milwaukee is
shoes.
not
Freezy.
That's
trading
it.
Giannis for anything less
Thank
than
you.
Jalen Brunson.
No,
Did you
bro,
not
they
just see
want
what happened with
draft
the Luka
picks, is what
trade?
they want.
But
There's got to be a
Giannis-
third team
What happened with the
involved.
Luka trade?
Because here's the thing: if you're trading Giannis, you're going to go into a rebuild, right?
Mm-hmm.
So you're gonna get a young player and draft because you got to make the salary.
Why? No, they're not going to do that.
You don't necessarily have to go into a rebuild.
They're going to go all the way down to nothing.
Mm-hmm.
You don't necessarily have to go to a
They're going to
rebuild.
go to draft pick route.
So if I may, I just want to explain my side of it, right? So if Milwaukee looks to trade Giannis, they are gonna look to get a package that breaks the NBA trade machine forever
Mm-hmm.
because they have a MVP caliber player in their prime that was drafted by them, the best player in their franchise history, still in his prime, and all
And
these.
he already got a championship under their belt.
I understand that. That's what I'm saying. What I'm saying is the Knicks are not going to get Giannis without Jalen Brunson. As much as y'all don't want to hear that,
I don't think that's true.
I don't think that's true. I don't think that's true at
Because I don't think. Why would they?
Cat is such a great
I would
player.
love to just explain the reason
Cat
why.
is such a great
Why
player.
would they build around Brunson? They can't build around Brunson
It's
in
not
Milwaukee
building
either.
around Brunson. It's the value, coach. If y'all would listen, to what I'm trying to get to a point.
They would want to get Brunson, but they don't have to get Brunson.
It's the value.
They don't have to get Brunson.
It's the value of the player. If they keep Brunson, they have the starting point guard in the Eastern Conference. If they trade a young Jalen Brunson, they get another haul for Brunson. Right? They get a haul for Giannis, and if they trade Brunson, they get another haul, and this thing is the gift that keeps on giving. But if you trade for Cat and OG, if you trade for Cat, he's got a 30-year-old big man.
He's great. He's great. Why wouldn't he be able to get? He's great. He's a great player. He's such a great. He's such a great player. Like, why
you
wouldn't he
hate
be?
Cat so much, but yet still you say he got value to Giannis.
Trade what they don't
funny.
like, right?
Y'all
So
say he has value.
Cat, they're gonna say Cat is the thing, right?
Y'all say he's great.
When the trade start, they'll say, "Well, Cat has value." You wasn't saying
great.
Cat had value.
He's great for us.
Than't you, Unc.
He's great. He's great for us.
That's why I say
he's great for us. But
Milwaukee's
he's not already for anyone else.
Bro, Milwaukee bought out Dame Lillard. What do you mean they're going to look for a player? Their season is washed already.
But
they
you're not
knew
understanding this point. They'll have the value of Jalen Brunson to go out and get.
I do understand that point, but it makes no sense.
But then they have the value of Cat, right?
It don't make sense.
But they
for
have
the
the
Knicks
value
because
of Cat.
Brunson's our guy.
Milwaukee knows they can't ask for that. They know that already. They're told by their superstar that already got them a championship where he wants to go. So Giannis is pulling a KD situation right now.
You tell me how great Cat is, but now you're telling me he has no value.
I didn't say he didn't have value. I said
so. What are you saying?
Equal value. Hold on. Listen to what I'm saying.
The money has to match.
He has equal value. Hold on, real quick.
The only one that is Cat.
Finish this real quick. You think that he is has so many issues as a Knick, but you're saying that he has equal value to where we can get Giannis. To me, that is insane. And then what I mean by that is
Not
using
one for
him
one.
and another
Not
player
one for
to
one.
get a guy as talented and as great as Giannis.
We're
That
not
is
saying it's a
crazy.
1-for-1.
You're telling me that Cat is that good though.
It's
I
got to
didn't
So
say
be
he
what?
as good
Cat
as Giannis. Are you
So what's the
crazy?
double talk?
When the hell did I say Cat
for
was
the
as good
money
as
to
Giannis?
match. First of all, it's got to be like Cat and one of the young guys, like Cat
It has to
Capone,
be.
and,
On the
and
finance alone, it gotta
right,
be.
and then it's got to be 4 draft picks.
Again, that's not true because a Giannis trade doesn't have to be a 2-team trade for one. For one, just adding
Yeah.
some truth to this conversation.
I said that before, but you didn't hear me.
Right.
But go ahead.
Right. But so you don't have to. So why'd you say do a 1-for-1? Then the money have to.
I'm
match.
saying if we're gonna do it that way, it's got to be 1-for-1. But for what the Bucks want to do, they want draft picks. So there's a way
Bring a third team in.
they're going to bring a third team in, and Cat's going to go to
Bring a
that
third
team,
team in.
or a
Probably.
fourth team. Or
Yeah.
And he's gonna make whatever team great, right?
For the first trade, Dwight Howard out of Orlando was a 4-team trade. 4 teams. Man, Iguodala wound up in Denver. Vucevic wound up in Orlando. Like
It can happen.
When it comes to trading these stars in a prime, bro, it's gonna take like a 3 or 14 4-team trade, right? And if we're sitting here
Anything is possible.
if we're sitting here thinking that Jalen Brunson is untouchable in a Giannis trade, I don't think we understand how basketball works.
Luka got traded,
bro.
And Luka got traded for a bag
I'm just
of
saying
Skittles.
for this particular team,
Luka got traded straight up, no third team.
We're trying to get someone to help Brunson win, bro. We ain't trying to switch it up the other way around.
I'm not for trading Brunson. That's my guy. I'm not.
Me neither. And I don't think we have to.
But I'm just saying, if you look at his point, he is right because even Luka got traded. The value of a player, you can be a 4 or 5 team. It don't matter if they want that guy, they can get it with the right setup. And if y'all guys just said y'all want Giannis, it would have to be something like that to where it's of equal value. And Brunson, Mr. Most Valuable Clutch, is pretty much the captain of our team. Like he has very high value.
I mean, OKC can go get him.
They sold the C on your jersey, bro. It's not like you can't rip the C off. Come on.
Yeah. No, I'm just saying.
It's not a captain tattoo, bro.
No,
they
I'm
just
saying the C on your jersey. Value of Brunson. The value of Brunson.
I feel you.
Yeah. But if Lance Thomas has had a captain.
Brunson ain't going nowhere.
Okay, he bad boy for life. He bad boy for he ain't going nowhere. He bad boy for life. Okay. Cat is not going to be a Knick, bro.
Brunson's value right now and how he's outplaying his contract he's one of the best value contract stars in the league.
That's why the Bucks want him, bro.
But that's also why we'll keep him.
But the Bucks,
that's why Giannis will play for someone else.
Look, the team that's selling don't get the better end. We know this.
Especially in a scenario where the star is forcing his way out.
Now, if the Knicks were desperate and we were forcing to buy them, then they have more. They have more in the tank to leverage to say that. But Derek backs against the wall with a team that's supposedly rumored that Giannis says is the only team he wants to go to. So they're backed into a corner, and they need to get what they can get at this point. As long as the money matches, I don't think it has to be Brunson or it has to be this or it has to be that. Now, it's going to cost us 2 or 3 players that we're not going to want to lose.
Exactly.
Whether it's a 3-team trade or not, it's going to cost us draft picks. Now, mind you, I don't care about the draft picks because if we get Giannis or don't get Giannis, our draft picks are going to be at the bottom of the first round. So I don't care.
Anyway.
And Brunson was the second round.
For the next ever.
Yeah, next 5-6 years, we got low first round draft picks.
And we don't draft well anyway.
Exactly.
Not in the first round.
And all the values, nowadays seem to be either the top 2 or 3 picks or these second round gems that are popping up everywhere. Like all the best players. Yeah.
We do better actually sourcing guys in the second round. I think.
Yeah, I think so too. I mean, look at Jokic. He's a second rounder. Look at friggin' Brunson. He was a second rounder. I mean,
And Jokic was deep second round.
yeah. And like even Giannis was like mid first round. He wasn't a lottery pick. I mean, we're talking about players that sometimes there's young. That's why I was glad that we got Diawara and Dottier, whether they be coming to something or not. If I'm going to take a chance on someone in the second round, I ain't taking a chance on a 25-year-old or a 24-year-old. I'm going to take someone that's 19, 20, and maybe they might brew into something that he's not this second, but he might turn into that. You know,
Y'all watching Dink? Y'all watching Dink on the in the G League on the Westchester team?
I see him chucking, that's for sure.
You see him chucking, yeah, the 37 points,
Yeah,
37 points, 14 rebounds, yeah, chucking.
but he was 4 of 21 the game before that.
Hey, look,
But no, you know who? That's the same game Dottier had like 24 and 25.
nah, he ain't have that kind of game.
No, it was 2 games ago. I'm talking about. No, 2 games ago, Dottier had like 24, 25. He had like double-digit rebounds. No, but
All I'm saying is it can be done. It can be done. And if a superstar of Giannis's caliber requests your team, you got to investigate it. Period.
Free agency,
Mal-
Giannis. That's your best way.
Here's my mindset. I'm okay. I'm okay rolling with if we don't make the trade. I'm still 10 toes down. I'm all in Knicks. I'm the biggest Cat fan, Mitch fan, whoever. I'm a Knicks fan. I don't care who the hell's name is back here. That's a number one. But if Leon Rose decides to take a chance and make this choice, whatever it is, no matter how drastic it is, I'm going to still root for the Knicks just as hard. I'm not going to quit being a fan. And if it works out and we win, then he's a genius. If not, then we got I told you so's. You know,
if we suffered through, if you're a Knicks fan that's been a Knicks fan over the last 20 years, and you suffered through the last 2 decades of Knicks basketball, ain't nothing that can happen now that can make you not a Knicks fan.
Yeah. Right, exactly.
So
you've been rolling with this team this long, like I hope
we act like we've been good. We act like we've been good forever.
Y'all know what a championship team is when we trying to get to
that's my entry point. We do act like we've been good forever. We went to the Eastern Conference Finals and lost, and now we out here wearing the limited edition Kobe's on certain nights.
Raise it to the rafters.
Like what?
We made the Eastern Conference Finals.
Whoop-de damn do. We lost in the Eastern Conference Finals. Let's buy some T-shirts.
Then fired the coach that got you there,
bro. What I'm saying is this, and I know this is gonna sound crazy because these my boys, right? But bro, I know bougie when I see it. I know bougie when I see it, bro. And these cats, bro. When I saw a ball headed out of bounds, and I saw 3 Knicks look at each other. Last year, 2 of them dudes would have dove for that ball. This year, cats looking at each other like, you know what I'm saying?
Are you gonna get it?
Yeah, like last year, Mitchell Robinson would have been trying to knock down these free throws, right? This is no knock on Mitch. Mitch would have been trying to knock down free throws because the game was on the line. Now we like, hey man, these free throws are all right. They're not important because Jalen Brunson to bail us out, man. We went to the Eastern Conference Finals last year. You know what I'm saying? Just certain stuff, bro. You see it. Y'all see it, bro. You see certain things, and you like in my mind, I think they're in my mind, I think they're playing. In my mind, I think they're playing like they have superior talent than everyone else, and they can just flip the switch whenever they feel like it.
Yep.
That's what I'm telling you it is.
It's exactly what it is.
Because last night they should have beat Charlotte by 40, and every time they got to 20, they thought Charlotte was going to give up. Right? They're like, we up by 20 now, and then Charlotte would cut the lead to 3. right?
I think this team can turn the switch on, bro, whenever it wants to.
Bro, I'm
That's
telling you,
that's
this is a
bad.
mid coat team.
But
That's a bad.
it's
That's
and the thing is, that's not what we want. Which I
luxury.
get it. It
Luxury
sucks. That
Fizdale. Luxury Fizdale got work to do, yo. Cause like he still be used car salesman in on the post game presser. It's like I'm telling you, he does not. He's too nice a guy, and I don't see that like that requisite respect of what he says to do, like do what he says on the court. I don't see that.
Was Tim Duncan a nice guy?
I don't know. Was he?
Was he aggressive? Was he talking smack? Was he doing all of that? Nah, he just played his game, right? And it
Yeah,
worked.
but he listened to what but Coach Pop had him working like a machine.
And so is Cat. Cat still has the second
No,
most double doubles.
no.
Like Coach just said, he also shoots the three ball, which opens up our offense. He also would do more if he had more passing ability, as we saw with Charlotte, and we see when he did against Boston, he was doing some good passing, cutting it with the back doors. Josh Hart was feeding off of it. We saw it. So you don't give
Okay,
him his credit when he's doing a balance of doing more than just rebounding and scoring. But
okay,
I don't get it. I don't get why, but yet still he
okay.
has the value to equal to get Giannis, which makes no
Hey,
sense.
hey, you're saying, but you're double talking. So by
No, I'm not.
what you're explaining, he has the value. So
No, I'm
let's make
not.
it happen.
I'm saying his value is to us, and he's not that valuable yet to where he's on the level of Giannis. The things that
you know how
Giannis
you
has
get
been
the
doing,
contract.
you can't.
Everyone complains about what Cat's making,
Mm-hmm.
but you want to know why he makes what he makes? Because that salary is performance based. You can't make that salary unless you're all NBA. Am I not
Mm-hmm.
right on that, Freezy, Keith? Like, so the whole league
Yes, sir.
thinks he's that good.
He's
There's
only
a
been All
special.
NBA. He's
There's a.
only been All NBA twice, though.
I
He
know,
already
but
had
All
that
so
you need, but
contract.
all you do
He
need to
already
do is
had
make
that
one. Once
contract.
you make one, you good.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
right.
okay.
How many people make all NBA in the league?
No, I'm
15.
just saying. I feel like he had that contract already before the All NBA. I think.
No, he's able to make what he makes because he's got that. Because he was all NBA already. I think he was all NBA
Oh,
at
okay.
Minnesota.
Yep.
So, like, to me, he doesn't have to prove anything to me on his hardness, his softness, his whateverness. I just need Cat to be more consistent. That's all I need. That's what I'm
Why?
asking for from him.
Why do you trade? Why do you trade him then if he's so great? I don't understand
I don't
why
want to
you would
trade
trade
him
him.
or Brunson, but I
No,
got to be
I mean
realistic about it.
why did
Like,
Minnesota trade him?
because
Why did they trade him
Maybe
for bum ass
I'm with Free Keith, but
Randall
I'm with Free Keith, but on the why
for
did
bum ass
Minnesota do
Randall?
anything thing, bro? Minnesota historically is the worst franchise in professional sports. They also
Yeah.
traded
KT.
they traded Walker Kessler and 4 first-round picks for Rudy Gobert.
Gobert.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
because Cat needed him.
They could know, bro.
Cat didn't
Walker
ask for
Kessler
him.
is not a slouch, bro.
Yeah, he didn't ask for him, but his
Walker
gameplay did
Kessler?
because he's so weak. Because he's so weak on defense.
Oh my God! How many teams in the league right now center their whole defense around their freaking center? Name the teams for me. Name the teams.
You don't
About
have to
Please.
center it. You don't need to center it around them.
Like
but
we're acting like this is the '90s. Like we're
the
not
center
in
still
there anymore, bro.
the center still has a very big defensive role. I'm sorry.
The best teams in the league right now, the wings, the wing defense is where the best defensive teams are nowadays. Like rim protection. What the hell do you need rim protection for if everyone's shooting freaking threes? You know what I'm saying?
Because the paint is still the easiest points. And to prove my point, Boston beat us actually because we started focusing more on the 3-ball defense, on the three, which we did better on, and they scored 82% of their
the
points,
paint.
beating us in the paint.
Yeah, we got to outcoach that game. Brunson and Clarkson laid an egg. and we got outcoached that game. I'll admit that.
So you still need that interior defense. You need that rim protector. It's a plus.
Mitch was playing that whole game. What happened?
He didn't play the whole game. He played 16 minutes.
Well, that's a whole game for him.
Facts, but again, 16 minutes of 48. You still got the other.
And unfortunately, Bridges can't defend everybody.
Mm-hmm.
Bridges can't defend he can't defend the rim.
Right.
He can't.
And the thing is,
rim protector.
Everyone gives Josh Hart a pass. Josh Hart's been doing wonderful things, but
Definitely.
his defense is doo-doo.
He's not a defender, bro.
No, what are you talking about? But you know what's so funny? The game against the Bucks, he was the primary defender. He was the primary defender of Giannis. Why?
Yeah, that's a problem.
Wait.
Why?
Well,
why wasn't it Cat?
Late in the game, when things got physical, Josh Hart held his own against Giannis.
And he did. This is what I'm saying.
Right.
But where was Cat?
But during the game, though,
that's Cat's man.
But in that third quarter, Giannis had that dude on a rotisserie grill, bro. Remember, Giannis had like 8 points at the half. Giannis had 8 points at the half.
Josh Hart,
like 20 points in the third quarter, bro. Like Giannis caught fire,
dude. 36 minutes. Your man, Cat scored 9 points.
He had a bad game. One bad game. So
my bad. I thought we were talking about Josh.
Wait.
My bad. I'm sorry. I thought we were talking about Josh.
That's only the second time. The first time we played the Bucks, he had 8 points. So what are you saying?
That Milwaukee's good at defending Cat?
I'm saying the goalposts moved really fast just now because I thought we was talking about Josh Hart defense.
Yeah.
Oh no, but Josh Hart did his thing against Giannis. To me, to be so much smaller and not as strong as him.
Alex Caruso.
The thing is, OG, that's going to be OG's job. So
Alex Caruso proved last year against Jokic. Hold on. Alex Caruso proved last year against Jokic that him playing lower to the ground, he was able to time the bouncing of the ball and create problems for Jokic in the playoffs. That's the same thing we tried to do when Giannis was playing Hart. And just like Unc said, what happened in the third quarter? Giannis went to do Giannis things. So
because he's a superstar. Because he's a superstar, and that's what superstars do.
But you know,
you can have your game plan.
Things
you can have your game plan. You can have your game plan against a superstar, but they still a superstar.
You do know each superstar does things differently, and Giannis is as great as he is. He doesn't have the same amount of double doubles as Cat.
Maybe Miles Turner and Kyle Kuzma are Cat's kryptonite. I don't know.
So Lois, I just told you
because he didn't do good against Miles Turner and Indiana either.
Mm-hmm.
Look, I'm just saying, we have the luxury of having Jalen Brunson and Cat.
Okay? Let's enjoy it.
Whether you want to call them 1A, 1B, 1A, 2A, 5A, 7A, whatever the hell.
But the funny thing is, he's even not. Our second most important player is OG.
I'm not talking about importance.
But you should. He should.
The reason why OG is in a position where he's that important is because we have Cat and Brunson. If we had to truly lean on OG Anunoby as our second best player, because we didn't have Cat, then we would not be in the position we are right now. We would not.
So wait. So what happened last season when Brunson was out? Who was the leading scorer in the Cat who stepped up? It was OG.
The guy that needed to pick up
Bridges
and OG.
No, last season when it was
when
OG.
Bridges played point guard.
When OG turned into baby
against Portland.
When OG turned
and he blocked
into
the 7-footer at the rim to win the game.
When OG turned into, and everybody was like, "Oh, it's baby Kawhi." Last season,
but why would you expect our 7-foot scorer to replace the kind of scoring that was missing when Brunson left? The kind of points that are going to be available. But
He's scoring 35 points against Charlotte.
okay, so I've seen him score 30 against every team in the league, no matter who it is. You honestly mean to tell me you're going to sell me?
In the league?
You're going to sell me on the fact that for Cat's whole career, he's had 35 points a game against the shitty teams and only 15 points against over 500 teams. That's dumb. Because didn't you see what he did in the playoffs? He carried us in 1.5 of the series.
Even the Detroit series when we were down by 9, remember? We were down by 9.
Brunson gets that night in and night out.
Like a minute and 40
yeah,
seconds.
And that's why we love him.
Points? It was Cat. Cat a 3, goes to the free throw line with an N1, shoots another 3.
But what does that have to do with Josh Hart's defense?
Yeah, and then the next game you scoring, and the next game you nowhere near what you just was. That's my point.
But
if you can do it one game, why can't you do it successive games?
Well, then why? Then why isn't Landry Shamet scoring 30 a game? Then like, what's that?
Because he doesn't get paid to do that.
Oh, so now it's about pay.
Landry's a role player. Cat is not a role player.
Cat, you just hate Cat.
Cat is not a role player, bro. Y'all give mad excuses.
No, I'm not. I just think you're not being equally critical on everybody. Mm-hmm. I think you're being overly critical of one player.
I'm not going to be equally critical on him versus Clarkson, him versus Shamet. They are not in the same position. Bro,
OG and Bridges make more than Brunson.
And they pull in weight. They pull in weight.
Not always.
Mikal just outscored Cat.
Okay, that's a one-off. That's a one-off.
Who had more rebounds? Who had more assists?
Oh, who had more?
I'm just talking about your mentality when you said the money part. That's the only reason why I brought up
Mikal
OG.
Had more assists.
Mm-hmm. So this entire time, Mikal's been leading way more than. I'm asking. He's been doing every game. He had more assists than Cat. Or he has done.
Mikal's supposed to be 3rd or 4th in the pecking order.
Are we just talking about points per game, or are we just I'm talking about what I see on the court.
I'm talking about exactly team
and what
I'm talking about
each player brings.
I'm talking about people who work on both sides of the ball.
Not everyone can do that.
You think a whole team's gonna have all two-way players? Let me know when you find that team. I love to watch it.
But if you're not going to be the leading, if you're going to take up the amount of cap space you take up, and you're not going to be like the leading scorer, you know what I'm saying? Then you got to work on both sides of the ball.
You know what's crazy?
What's the cutoff? If you're not the top, would you say that Brunson and Cat are both the top 5 offensive forces at their position in this league, or not?
Yes.
Top 5?
Yes.
Both of them are the top 5?
The top 5 offensive forces at their position in this league.
Brunson top 5.
I'd say yeah.
How many other top 5 offensive forces at their position in this league are counted on for their defense too?
Mm-hmm.
I'll wait.
Exactly.
I don't care.
Giannis might be the only one.
You got Dillon Brooks who started scoring, so like everyone's talking about that too as well. So him being a two-way player, you're like, oh, but it took him 2.5 years to get to where he's
I'm saying Cat's the top 5 offensive force at center in our league.
OG is scoring and he's playing tremendous defense. I don't even need you to play as good defense as OG.
You know how many games OG didn't even score past 10?
Yeah, but what did he do on the other side?
But see, that's the thing. You're giving him credit for doing something else outside of scoring, but you won't do it with Cat with his rebound.
Because he doesn't do anything outside of scoring. So I need
free throw line.
No. If you're not going to do anything outside of scoring, if you're not going to do anything outside of scoring,
why do you skip over that? The rebounding. Exactly. That's a big deal.
All right.
You want to give Mitch a monument because how many rebounds he gets when he comes in the game. But when we have a player on our team that's the second most rebounds, they're number 2. He's number 2 in the league in rebounds. And
if Cat was pulling down,
We
as
just
much
wash over it.
offensive rebounds or even half amount of offensive rebounds as Mitch, cool.
Why
So
does it have to be offensive? Defensive
Exactly.
rebounds are just as
More
important as offensive
exactly.
rebounds.
Yes,
but
they are. Because you take the ball out of the
defensive
other
rebounds
team's hands.
are you don't take
And
it out their
offensive
hands.
rebounding
You don't
doesn't
Yes,
take
help.
it
you
out their
do.
You know how
hands.
hard it is for
That's when you end their possession without a point. So
yo.
that's
You
how
know how
important
hard
the
it
defensive
is.
rebound is.
Do
The
you know how
defensive
hard it
rebound is
is?
just as important as a steal or a block. It's just
You
as
know how
important.
difficult it
Am
is
I not
to
right? Freezy, can you
yeah.
back me
You
on?
know how
Someone back
hard
me
it
on
is
this?
to get your
Bob?
own rebound. You know how hard it is to get your own rebound off of an offensive shot. Cat's at the top of the key, about to shoot a three or a dip and drive. He's somewhat involved in the offense for you. So for you to expect him to get offensive rebounds is
I
crazy.
don't
His
expect them to.
defensive rebounds.
I
Hold
don't
up. His
expect them
deep.
to.
Wait. Hold on. Hold
But
on.
he gets a
His
lot of offensive
defense.
boards
His
too. He gets
defensive
No, he
both.
doesn't get
rebound.
a
Hold on, real
lot.
quick.
Oh,
Hold.
God.
Let me finish this up real quick. His defensive rebound is a part
I gotta
of
look this
keyword
up.
defense. With that being said, he's taking the ball, which is a second chance opportunity for the opposite team to score. That contributes to his defense. But you don't give him credit for that as well. But yet still, you can sit here and talk about OG being a better scorer, and if he's not scoring, he could go on the other side and play
No one
defense.
has more goose
Cat
eggs
doing those defensive
than
rebounding
OG on this
is
team.
helping us
Look,
win.
we could kill this. We could kill this. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
I don't even want to talk about Cat no more. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's whatever. We got 61 more games. We got 61 more games. Let's go. Let's go. I hope everyone gets it together, and I hope Brown Brown is the coach that we need for this phase. Let's go.
I agree.
But with that said, though, like, I'm gonna have to wrap this. We went
Go
a
New
lot
York,
longer than
go New
expected.
York, go. I appreciate this, Free Keith.
Yeah,
You stay
man.
keeping us entertained, man. But thank
Yeah,
you
hey,
for
thank y'all
having
everybody
me.
for coming through. Rocket Man, Knicks Freestyle. Y'all know what it is. You know what I'm saying? Sorry about
Go
the
Knicks.
absence and everything, man.
Let's
Just
go.
work schedule been
It's
crazy.
all about this
I'm
name.
mad tired up here, bro. Like legit. So but
Too
I
legit to
think
quit.
Free Keith has done it again. Free Keith has wiped the floor with panelists again. Like he is
You must be
the panel
crazy.
champion of the world. Free Keith, that's
Gaslighting.
my
You stay gaslighting people.
respect to Free Keith.
That's
You
why
know
they
what I'm
have.
saying?
That's why they always
Yeah.
have 3 judges in boxing instead of 1.
Right, and no Russian
You
judges.
stay
No
gaslighting,
Russian
man.
judges.
I hope nobody light a
No
match
Eastern
next to you.
Bloc
You
judges.
gaslight so much. Blow up the whole damn city.
That's why they have.
Yeah,
That's why they have more than 1 referee at a game, and they still don't get it right.
they still don't get it right.
Mhm.
Right. Yeah. So thank you everybody for coming through. We're gonna try to get a more consistent schedule coming up. Just work schedule. Just been crazy. I'm gonna try to do a Knicks at Night podcast tonight. Just so that I can show my face and everything. Thank you everybody for coming through. I think Queen Bee is on right now. So if Queen Bee is on right now, man, y'all go check out Queen Bee. And again, salute to the Knicks content creator, Mount Rushmore, Knicks content creator Hall of Fame, Free Keith coming through again. You know what I'm saying?
Nah,
Watching everybody,
it's,
but it's just what he do.
Is
Thank
David
y'all.
my
Smith
guy.
going to become a Bucks fan when he goes to
Peace, y'all.
Milwaukee?
Oh, wow.